Chara rata was. Nalu Denzel, Lashichira Chas, the Confatile Kalatam Jepu Vishna. Na Gerikulu, Naudrigi Stupasun, Vajrapati, Manjushiri, Avilokiteshvarias, Cherisi, Jim, Namse Podam, Danisungi, Hava Gundi, Nampan Natsube, Jeni Tuchiri Putsubisa. The Pigi, Nambiki, Devata Negi, Japchoparsu, same Chadive, Karapa. So you get the idea. Single-use plastic in man-made, which means there's not much room for Cadbury, Tricks, Kit Kat. The chocolates are Gayara, they're all wrapped in plastic. The plastic means a lot how much in the Anizungi, Satungi Rina, Kemisu. All the Fantas and Coca-Colas, Sprite, Pepsi, and so say method. There are method session the Aniki Saboti, Name Seven, Omnesisi, Hisudokabe, Zonigi Yakayuba. So we have to look after our guests, we have to look after our customers very well. Belgium, Switzerland, chocolate is supposed to chocolate. I'm from there. With almonds, pecan, with wafers, biscuits, dark chocolate, light chocolate, white chocolate. Chili chamber, to Nankid is also in some of the Zozoid. It's a little bit Zozo Madoki. So the chocolate we measure noodles, favorite Samyang Korean noodles, Maggi, Coca, YY. The day packet too. Chinese bed. GMC, the mindfulness city, Deshi Jones, the Anisha Pedicam cards. So Anisu Nibigale, Doromachi Nation Sudo, noodle factory suits. Packaging the plastic blooded matabs. Preservatives the Gura Moros. Organic resources. Anisu Bear. The Deshi Tombe. Commercial hub there, financial center there, company bomb mind outpost, offices, Anisu Rajiv professional services, wealth management, family office, should know. You have to let my lodging, my Chinese, Kingu, Shibu Metsi, I said, let's say, Jinjita, Giakat will have a message. That is what keeps me awake at night. Then, Chara na do for the Mara Patu, Padre River. Check it issue. Number some mother which hashes me. Why you go? The sample of Kusum, my chin, love, there are three things that I'm going to introduce after this national day. Tambara Machimatsu Lamruti Nekjubetanis. Our democracy has to evolve. GMC and its ultimate success is going to place an enormous amount of responsibility on our shoulders. Machimatsu Lamruti Chusho Shuma GMC CEOs, the leadership, the Nad, Australia, Singapore, Hong Kong, Japan, Tokyo, Bombay, Bombay, top division. Naturally, you go so much. Naturally, you get to Tali, do you 조스시 자차오 사당다 같이 배로 배수치디 고르고서 다른 아버지도 I'm very happy. Last 15 years of our democracy has been beyond my expectations. I'm very proud of what we have accomplished. But Bhutan is not going to remain the same. Totosumboichin agrarian economies. Halam misi chagalakchika aramachara sanamgi labe utasunaraka nyamchui. Then chomdin tipulubasibe bumchi donte kejebi. Penciling power se kaje mesa shekada chevaji. They chon dundre jab. Satirgi las mining atsiribe. They demand Tanjulu, Majera Laptimo Javi, why Majilokmi Legildi, Papa, Chuka, Hydals, Guri Sambas, Guri Chuk projects, Talas, Dapuna to Bhutan's future. And then, of course, lastly, the boldest, most prudent, and smartest human enhancement, human resource management, and human development strategy that you're going to love this we're going to have to pay so much attention that alupusu makilera machi siju samni buzu kiweki nimale shuma lo kijinga malansu se pesha kadebe tamu gati tang jati kadebe anade chochi debe doro lo kijinga longapchu thambasu se Zizungi Genku, Zida Divigi La, Tanjulu Omba, the Anizungi, Dorora, Yuntaringi Sijuta. Not Julie Dujudima Susedoro. Low Gacy is the Tama devotion, Dora Chachika division. The Anizungi talented Zera. This is going to be important for our survival. So, Nagi Katuleti, Dusim, Yuvachinte, Nagishim, Kiepe, Lapsus, about the Tarini China, Chupodus, and the Karu Chubutiamata. But you get the gist of what we're doing now, which is vastly different from anything that we have undertaken so far. And again, we have Dugishiba to thank first. Lord Dugishiba ki Nishikin the Zula. Among the Chalasula, the Sunday Deshibility. The come TCD Samu Jidigo. If we're standing on thin ice, we will slip and we will fall between the cracks. If we are standing on quicksand, each time we reach high, we will sink. Dugish River gave us a strong foundation upon which we can reach for the stars. Otherwise, we will be doing great disservice to ourselves, to Dugish River, to our children, and above all, to our country. Great disservice. That you say really. Now we start. The next chapter. The Marathi Nara one is Chenis. The Chena Chidu Missib. Gave the Missid Dombucham. Families in bed. Panabe Matsuba. Taking Nike, Hisam Sabo. Colorful Kachi. That's why I was very adamant that before we even start anything in Gilligan, before we start building the airport, before we start building the bridges, before we start a new government for Gilligan, I wanted to be the first person to come here and brief you in person. So Marathi, Karina, Australia, visit Bhutan, none of them songs with me. There are yet solo me, and I let Tipu Hipchi, Shasuli, or Saudi Jodo, Saudi le Kuwait Jodo, Kuwait le Chochandra, Paris, France Jodo. Hale Lok Hipchi, China Tachi Jobe, Ma Delhi Prime Minister Modi Sacha. So Marathi, I wear now multiple hats. Most important hat I wear, I am the King of Bhutan. Oh, thank you. But as of late, I'm also wearing the hat of a chairman, an executive chairman of GMC, the Gelifu Mindfulness City ki boss the Kamo Sochi, Gen Maraisa. The Panaduti Chili Kata Lashatsuba. Nata Chilaptu Sundara. Lo Judan the Jabini, Chilipsu Kaya, Kari Chesela, Janimita, Majiriki Tehatsu. Juktuksi ke tamam le sura bella yüzün ve içini sunu yani. But we have to learn from the best. Ya macili jukti ta atiti sebe lanju jite boda macili chilip nao macili tyoba jaka ba che geti Hero mesa, wow, but you give them some charge to the initial nation mesa. Wow, changing. Betam Chatamti. Zamlingi Chelu, ya Chajamo, check the food to say. The magician will come down with you, the guy. Rukatuli, Jimuk Ganemilu, Rukatuli, Begum Ganemilu. Majority can head to the love to watch church in the Majesty Garapa, and this is Charum, Momadi Koi Maiza, and the Lapo. The Marathi would do with the officials to the chamber. Why? Boxing match, Mati boxing in Korea, I don't know Jishi, my Chichuku boxing to the use. How do you win a medal for your country? Every day you train and you ask your best friend to come and spar with you. You pick the weakest members of your team and you say, come, let's spar. The Ranchi Jungul Zove, Ba Daveman Tati is those so training days. When you actually start to compete with professionals, Rogi, one hook and one uppercut, and you see stars, and you'll be flat on the ground, sir. So how do you prepare? You get the best boxers to come. And you say, let's train me, hit hard, knock me down. The rangi change membe, rangi bere ki guna rangi tonka kebe. Katibe beru be, ma competition na zugo, ma gyaka topo. Me dosi de chiga zingo. Help me build my skills. Then anika nu rogi shasa wachin, bitseviru chu. And every time you get knocked down, you get back up and you start all over again. That's how you prepare to win, sir. Not when you get the lightest opponent. Not where you keep beating your opponent and keep thinking you are a champion. It only shows that you are not fighting with the right people, sir. So I need some Kashara Samaya, Chimpu with you.
Panadol, mil.
Jingle, City. Never go to so much get out. Good to learn, I didn't know I much behavior. Kadibi Asubida. Rhoda Danda Baby Shivers. Same she would be what's our reason. Focus on becoming stronger. The Anidita. Ache, teach the Sapiki Bana. CG Wong it's up there. Ladi, Kadi Jojo Bede, Machigi, Nashik, Machigi Pekka, Kahara, Marvala Tizon. Anyway, as I said to all Muslims, when I made this plan, I made it based on our national identity, our culture, our characteristics. Machere Druwaki DNA. Machere Dru Dindi Mebache Dariki plan the Dindi Chizomiso. Ikatule Babachere na Maraki, na Bibiki, Chashumis Lichika, Kalate Malabi. I am my people's biggest fan. In fact, at times I believe that I have more faith in our people than our people have in ourselves. Machire Nisiki Putikchi, Papa Chire, Hamekwes. Machire Nisi, Yuri Suchit. Anigi Choduti, Papa Chire, Machire Hamekwes. Rangi Biru, Rangi Choduti Hamekwes. I was saying, I am old enough, wise enough, well-traveled enough to know this. We are extraordinary. We are different. We need to understand that. We need to reinforce it, amplify it, leverage it, and utilize this strength. So Talapa Kusumdi Maragi Katule Kachi Bedere Ma push beyond. Baba Chere na Josis Bebata. Baba Chere Shonti Visuta. Is to make sure that our people realize what we are capable of. Anisunchi Mamaboche, I'm undeserving of being kings. Marayaki Lokichi Tulu too think they get best. Otherwise, Louis Gibault is an extraordinary human being. We've been blessed with his leadership. But he retired at 51 and placed that responsibility on my shoulders. I have to be able to push our people so that we realize what we're capable of. So so my city will have a bright future. GNC so the city in the why city in Namjong city. Timbu Baba Chere Rujansun Gome, why city in Namjonga? How say? Jesus in the heart of my city, she knew say. How much is it? But I'm pushing over 21. Our city 70 changing for you. Oh no. They're building software first. It's demand driven growth. Maragi, and Singapore without the $5 trillion asset under management. I sometimes believe that within the next 10 to 15 years, Machige $2 trillion to achieve. That's $2,000 billion of services, of security, wealth management, wealth preservation, wealth enhancement that we can offer. We want to position this city as a gateway to 2 billion people, to the entire subcontinent. We will be in the lead, And we're going to have to keep up our pace. We're going to have to constantly lead the race and never allow anyone to catch up with us. We have a head start. Yani sunde juigalani ache kya misi di rashike pe namme same yatu da ache emaradi my job is almost done. The most important task for me is to plant that seed in every single one of you. Aningatan basis, mache misi ki metodi jai, da mache misi ki hak boshi, da khari sang hadibi, da la beri dis, ani ki sundi matsusi, ani sundi rapogo bache, mache tu gyakabra deshi chibo, mache misi ra shamtam, dika age laki mache. Each and every single one of us now carry this vision. And our children are growing up quickly. I have Jiminamde, Ugonchu, and now Solomyanu. Ansu, Cheberu Chegi Anu, Dakompo Jabigale, Majiki Labja, Majiki Katule, Pamagi Yuntu. Anisu Rajibi Bemachiki Alusulu Chiju. So that seed will multiply. It will germinate and it will grow. So Naradi some Zodi, and I have you all to thank first. Actually, the Minister Alimchi Roti, Alimchi Tamsi Pansu. Chachi Shusundigira, Maya Lava Java. So, Jen, you got to keep Kanemi. There's more than 50,000. Now, training many several jungle mature sign up baby children. 로 주담 기자블레디 뭉치가 동동막 주하면서 대수대 젤수스 national service 안티세타와 주 어라 강하르데 알스 프로페서 마미스 누구데 잠깐 맞지 맞지를 찌팠다 보다 뭐들이 동체 주스 통사 지금 감사 Lochutangi Jable 130,000. Lokiji Jable 260,000. Kake Desu Bumchi the Tontamakchu Bumi Bichi Tingale case. Tingale 500,000 Bhutanese. Rite of passage, common experience, social equalizer. Rogi Gahab na building, a Chilipana Melab, a Cherigi Shield, Magic Gahab, you can purchase Yensutan how much I just do see also. We'll be very organized, well coordinated. We'll be a force to be reckoned with. No one can push us around. Anisugi Shudi Gahab Jakalu Tebusi. Totoler Jinduisa, Shimam Tili. I'm a sucker Maruba. Zungurura, Majib, 500 million Kimami Jones. Anizungi, Jakab, jumped to Agela Kemis. Gani Maumpaki, no some part of the coast. Rogi, Jubja. Juno Noche minded than GMC do matching it as it up First and foremost, they must believe 100% that this country is stable. Shada Jam, Natu Lam, Beja Jasha, Nesisi, Joro Sisi, Luda La Kamro Sisi, Gato Bemi, Yachi, Imbes, Tamaju Chishuma, Kyong Sojin, Logi Maji, no so. I must say, this is a very serious country. These people in business, they are strong, they are responsible, they are intelligent. Ani gyahati sazauchi değil. Ani gyahati. So, Majeleki si to tanesi bakseke de lavi. About the nahi jila ka. Brick by brick, you started to build the foundations. So God nation jala. God toto kiri tamdu ko ko so ko chelo. Nesu kapchalo. Anyway, good to meet you all. Thank you very much. We leave Australia, but a part of us will be left behind with you also. Each and every single one of you. Machidi labe jung but chedi machidi semkali yeremi. The Kachishura, look after yourself, look after your family, look after each other. You're in a foreign country. We have no one but ourselves. We understand each other. We know what we are all going through. The natural do lapari kali ni kala sasachi zule chamto to le chichi ki jabzong chichi ki churambe chichi dance thamas ani khacha. Otherwise, learn. And I would say, earn. And bring back everything that you acquire. Bring it home. And we'll build Bhutan together, sir. All my life.